Hello everybody. After studying this module, you shall be able to understand the importance of motivation in organizations, describe the various ways of motivating employees, know the different kinds of motivation, analyze the practical implications, and identify the differences between motivation strategies. Motivation at workplace is an important predictor of many crucial success parameters for organizations and business houses. It is well understood by now that the motivated employees go the extra length to perform at their highest level of capacity and hence are high achievers. On the other hand, those employees who are not motivated towards their jobs end up dragging through their work and fail to produce desired quality and quantity of output. Motivation at work has been associated with reduced absenteeism, reduced employee turnover, high job satisfaction, improved performance, and enhanced productivity. Therefore, motivation of employees cannot be ignored by the employers, especially when it can mean the difference between success and failure. This module addresses the various methods through which employee motivation can be improved. Motivation, why is it important? There is no denying the fact that motivation is important to the organizational output and effectiveness. The importance of motivation is manifested through its influence on the following parameters. First, high performance. Motivation acts as a stimulant for improving the performance of employees. Motivated employees put in their maximum efforts, which enhance productivity and also reduces production costs. Second is reduced turnover. Motivated employees are highly likely to stick to their current jobs and perform towards attaining organizational goals despite obstacles. Unmotivated employees, on the other hand, will leave their job at the first opportunity they get. Hence, employee turnover can be reduced by enhancing employee motivation. The third is low absenteeism. Those workers who are motivated in their jobs will show more enthusiasm and excitement towards working and hence report regularly to their work. This reduces absenteeism amongst the workers. The fourth is better organizational image. Those enterprises which offer better financial and non-financial incentives to their employees have a better organizational image. These organizations are considered as better places to work and hence attract more talented people. A better qualified workforce in itself is a big achievement for the organization. The fifth, readiness for change. Changes in external environment of the organizations place certain demands on the internal organizational climate, which calls for making crucial changes for the betterment of the organization. A motivated workforce would be more accepting and adaptable to these changes as compared to unmotivated employees. Now coming to the motivating by job redesigning, the next topic. The characteristics of a job are in itself sometimes predictors of employee motivation. Some jobs are intrinsically more conducive to employee motivation and the people working on those jobs look forward to their work. On the other hand, Some jobs are highly repetitive or lack flexibility to the extent that they repel the workers and make it virtually impossible for them to continue working. These are the jobs which fail to motivate the workers. This assumption is the basic premise of motivating employees through what is called job redesigning. Job redesigning involves making certain changes to the nature of a job in order to make them more desirable and supportive for the workers. This also contributes to improving motivation amongst the employees. Employees can be motivated by job redesigning through the following methods. The first is the job rotation. Job rotation involves shifting an employee from one job to another after a certain period of time in such a way to provide an exposure to different jobs. This breaks the monotony and reduces boredom for the employee. Preventing over-routinization of work is important to keep a task interesting and exciting. When a task does not remain challenging and interesting anymore, the employee is shifted to a similar task of the same level with comparable skill requirements. In this way, the worker receives a variety of experiences and gets to contribute to the organization from a wider platform. Hence, he or she stays motivated towards work and anticipates excitement in work, which in turn motivates him or her. Job rotation is also referred to as cross-training by some. Second is job enlargement. Job enlargement refers to the horizontal expansion of work. It involves increasing the number and variety of tasks that an individual performs at job. This practice has been becoming popular fast. It differs from job rotation in that job rotation involves shifting from one job to another without changing the job characteristics. Job enlargement, on the other hand, involves modifying the job itself. Job enlargement provides motivation by increasing the diversity of activities an individual performs over the job. Now coming to the third, that is the job enrichment. Job enrichment is nothing but vertical expansion of a job. It involves increasing the degree of control exerted by the worker himself in terms of planning, in terms of execution and evaluation of the work. Job enrichment offers more freedom and autonomy to the worker. It allows the worker to handle one activity from the beginning to the end instead of handling just a part of it. In this way, an employee is able to better plan the activity, execute it accordingly, and also evaluate it without interference from others. This way, they are better capable of assessing and improving their mistakes. Job enrichment also involves adding one or more motivating factors to job activities, such as increasing responsibility or recognition in order to enhance motivation. Therefore, motivating by job redesigning can happen through job rotation, job enlargement, and job enrichment. Now coming to the next point, that is motivating by altering work arrangements. Apart from job redesigning, employees can also be motivated through a number of modifications in the work arrangements so as to provide a more flexible work environment. This works by allowing more freedom to the employees as to how they wish to work while simultaneously accommodating their personal and familial needs. With advancement in technology, these work arrangements are becoming more and more popular and providing the organization with necessary means to please their prized employees. Understanding the needs of the employees and going the extra mile to accommodate those needs goes a long way in improving organizational image and motivating the employees to give their best to their jobs so as to contribute to attainment of larger organizational goals. A number of options are available to the organizations for providing flexible work arrangements to its workforce. They are as follows. First is flexible timing, second can be job sharing, and the third can be telecommuting. Now coming to flexible timing, this involves providing some degree of freedom to the employees of an organization so as to when they report to the job and when they leave office. It is not a complete absence of work schedules, but a mix of strict time boundaries and flexibility. It generally involves a common core of around 6 hours during which all the employees have to be present at the workplace with a flexibility band surrounding the core. The employees are allowed to arrange their work hours around the common core as per their convenience so as to meet the organizational demand of a certain number of work hours per day. This means the employees can choose to report to office early in the morning or work late hours. The following exhibit is an example. As you can see, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. is the flexible hours. 9 a.m. to 12 noon can be common core. 12 to 1 p.m. can be lunch. 1 to 3 p.m. can be common core, and 3 to 6 p.m. can be again flexible hours. The source is Robbins. Now coming to job sharing. Job sharing allows 2 or more employees to share a common job so as to work in tandem to meet organization's requirements. In this arrangement, 2 or more employees split the number of hours they work such that they complete the total number of required hours. For example, one might work 2 days a week while the other works remaining 2 days. In this way, each receives a fair amount of flexibility in their work timings and they can simultaneously meet their other non-work and family responsibilities. An organization which permits its employees to work in this manner becomes a desired destination for job seekers and they are highly motivated in their work. The next is telecommuting. Another popular trend emerging as a result of technological advancement is called telecommuting. It frees the employees from the strict 9 to 5 job schedule. It permits the employees to work from outside the office, whether from their homes or any other place convenient to them. This way, they are free from commuting, have flexible work hours, have freedom to dress as they please, and face no interruptions from colleagues. All these flexible work arrangements like flexi timing, job sharing or telecommuting, etc. offer a high degree of autonomy to the employees and they are free from official restrictions. Those employees who can work in the manner they please are bound to be highly motivated and hence better performers. Now coming to the next topic is motivating by employee involvement. Employee involvement is a measure of increasing employee commitment to the organization through enhanced participation and representation. The assumption underlying this method is that the increased involvement of workers in the decision affecting them and an increased amount of autonomy and control over their work lives results in enhanced motivation among the employees, and they become more committed to the organization, more productive, and more satisfied with their jobs. This can be achieved through following methods. First, participative management. Second, representative participation. And the third, quality circles. Employee involvement covers a variety of techniques such as employee participation, participative management, workplace democracy, empowerment, and employee ownership, etc. In simple terms, it is a participative process that strives to use the entire capacity of employees to encourage commitment to the organization's success. The first is participative management. Participative management is a process in which subordinates share a significant degree of decision-making power with their immediate superiors. Allowing the workers a say in the decisions which are going to impact their work lives is an important method of improving transparency and hence enhancing motivation. Besides, they can provide crucial input to these decisions to enhance work lives on a whole. The second is representative participation. Direct participation in organizational decisions is not always possible for all the employees of the organizations. Therefore, workers are allowed to participate in organizational decision making through a small group of representative employees. This is known as the representative participation. Two most common forms of representative participation are work councils and board representatives. These representatives serve the interest of the workforce and are either elected or appointed. They must be consulted by the management before making important decisions. This method aims to redistribute the power within the organization so as to safeguard the interest of the employees. The next is quality circles. Robinson Judge in 2009 defined quality circles as a work group of employees who meet regularly to discuss their quality problems, investigate causes, recommend solutions, and take corrective actions. Now coming to the next topic, that is motivators. Motivation in organizational setup is brought about by a number of diverse factors or motivators. They can broadly be classified into financial and non-financial motivators. Financial motivators can be pay or bonuses, and the non-financial motivators include recognition, participation, status, competition. Coming to financial motivators first. Financial motivators is a term which encompasses all those monetary or related to money factors which may influence an employee's motivation to work. It is well known that the salary one derives from a job is the primary criteria for a majority of the workers to accept or reject a job. The monetary worth of a job is therefore an important motivator. Financial motivators not only attract qualified employees but also have an important role to play for retaining these talented employees. Under financial motivators, we have the first is pay. Pay or the salary is the foremost factor amongst the financial motivators. A well-paying job is any day more preferred than a low-paying job, but the extent of motivation provided by the salary itself is influenced by the equity between the inputs and given by an individual into a job in respect with the pay offered. The second is bonuses. Bonus is an additional monetary incentive offered in response to good performance. It serves to motivate the employees to the extent that bonus is provided on timely basis and in proportion of the efforts exerted by the receiver. Now coming to non-financial motivators, the first is recognition. Every person wants to receive recognition and appreciation for his or her efforts, whether it comes from the co-workers or superiors. Recognition might come in the form of a verbal compliment or praise, as well as in the form of non-verbal gestures such as a pat on the back. But a formal recognition in terms of a letter of appreciation or an award such as Employee of the Month and an entry in the performance appraisal have far-reaching impact on motivating the employees additionally. The second is participation. Participation provided to the employees, physical as well as symbolic, in various organizational processes also serve as an important motivator. If employees in an organization are given a say in crucial decisions which are going to impact them, that also can lead to a culture of transparency and honesty. Participation can be direct or in the form of elected representatives. The function is to delegate information to the management in matters of importance to the workforce at large. The third is status. Status here refers to the social standing an employee has achieved as a result of his or her performance in an organization. It is reflected by certain symbols of exclusivity which are usually offered in response to exceptional performance on a job. These symbols are recognition of the employee's efforts as well as a communication to the rest of the employees that good performance will be duly rewarded. Status symbols might come in the form of special titles, reserved parking space, well-furnished cabin or office, or any other incentive which is not common to all. The fourth is competition. A healthy competition also serves as a motivator. Employees are intrinsically motivated to outperform those who are in competition with them, either from their own team or from a different one. Although it is important to note that the positive effects of competition may get nullified if the competition is not healthy. Finally, coming to the summary, motivation is an important predictor of employee performance and job satisfaction. It is known to reduce employee turnover and absenteeism. It is therefore important that the organization gives due consideration to improving employee motivation. There are a number of ways of enhancing employee motivation. It can be achieved through job redesigning. It might involve adopting measures such as job rotation, job enlargement, job enrichment, etc. As a result of technological advancements, work arrangements have become flexible, which have contributed to enhanced employee motivation. These include flexible work timings, job sharing, and telecommuting. Motivating through employee involvement to increase their commitment to organization's success include measures such as participative management, representative participation, and quality circles. And lastly, motivators have been classified into financial motivators like pay, bonuses, etc., and non-financial motivators like recognition, participation, status, and competition.